Alright guys, I had some requests from different people asking me about what tools I use and so forth and so on. Very easy. I try to use Huddy mostly, but Huddy is super expensive. So if I can't find Huddy, I usually get a line from a local store here, Go Hobbies, or I go online to these guys, RC Mart, and I usually try and get all their racing stuff. So yeah, this is my racing brush for brushing my hair, and then I have a couple of racing tools and so forth. But like I say, Huddy, mostly Huddy. Screwdrivers, you can't have enough screwdrivers. Then I have Huddy drivers, you know, like 1.5, 2.5, 2 mil. And then I have Huddy wheel driver and the 5.5 mil driver. A lot of guys like using this team associated driver. It has a drop-in bit, and usually have bits in the back, but those guys drop out everywhere inside your box, so not into that. Then I have Captain Hook for O-rings or E-clips. I use those. I have a body reamer. Always need a body reamer in case someone gives you trouble. And then I have this adjustable clamp. You can make it different sizes for in case you need to hold something. When you use your Dremel, you want to cut something, this guy is always a good friend. Watch your eyes, don't be like me. Then I have a couple of pliers that fall around here. And then, you know, body scissors. You can't have enough body scissors, so I usually have those. Now more to the specialized side of stuff when you do setups and stuff like that. Huddy, I've always had Huddy for that side of it. Lately now, you know, there's new companies coming out with cool stuff too. Once again, from RC Mart, Racing, they make a sick setup board with all the camera stuff, tow stuff, everything. But yeah, there's my Huddy system. Gives you camber, right? You can measure the side for caster from this pin to wherever the kingpin goes. That's caster. And then on top of those guys, you have the toe plate. You can measure toe, you know, how much throw you have. But you'll see these guys only have 30 in and 40 out, which is nowhere close to enough for what we do nowadays. I mean, my rear-wheel drive car, I'm not sure, I think it almost has 90-degree lock. Well, usable lock, should I rather put it that way. It's not just static nonsense. I can use it in a corner static. It's just standing still, right? Even the old school Huddy camber gauge, I have some of those laying around. I just keep them just because. Now, I do believe shock building is the most important part. That's why this thing doesn't work anymore. Shocks are the most important part of setup. That's the only thing we have that gives us proper contact. We don't have, you know, inflatable tires where we can change PSI and stuff like that. So this guy is to remove or vacuum the air out of your shock. So drop them in here, you vacuum them out, nice, and yeah, boom, there you go. This guy is very important to my toolbox. Very good tool to have, made by Tamiya. Then even further, I have a shock dyno. Okay, this shock dyno belongs to my homeboy Joey. What you do with this is you set the height of the spring. It'll be like that. You push down on the spring. There's a small micro scale inside here. The micro scale will measure how much the shock in Newton meters or Newton millimeters, Newton centimeters. It'll measure it in Newton centimeters. So at least you got some kind of an idea how hard your coil is compared to the other coils that you have. So yeah, very important thing to have. Then corner weights. You know, everybody buys the super expensive corner weight system. Well, I'm a bit of a bum. All I do is I go buy 4 mega cheap scales. Okay, I put it under each wheel, and I can see where the weight is per wheel. And then I adjust the coil to move the weight more towards the center of the car. Or in back-wheel drive case, I usually move the weight all the way to the back of the car, and then a little bit to the front so I don't have a lot of understeer. And yep, Bob's your uncle, sideways. Anyway, what else can I show you guys? I have an amazing soldering system here. You always need that when you go on the road. You always need a soldering iron. If you're very mobile and you want to travel around, you want to get a hold of one of these bad boys. This bad boy bag here has everything in it. You know, all your necessities. And yeah, there you go. Now you're mobile. Now you can go. Or you can buy a big bag or 2 bags, like in my case, and fill them up with junk that you don't need, and you're A for away. Anyway, guys, thanks for asking. Please, I'd love to answer more of your questions, so fire away. Keep them coming. Peace. Have fun.